If you have lived a whole winter in the country, far from shops and cinemas, kept indoors much of the time, trudging to school through rain and mud and cold, you know what a marvelous relief it is when spring comes. Imagine how much more relief it must have been to primitive man. He had no shops or cinemas anyway. He didn't even have books to read in the long winter evenings. And if he had had books, there were no lamps to read them by. He was often terribly cold. He worried whether the food he had stored would last him through the winter. Worst of all, he was never absolutely sure that summer would return at all. So the first day of spring came as a miracle to him. Now he could be warm again now. He could go out into his fields and didn't need to be afraid of starving. That passionate desire of his for the end of the winter, that feeling of wonderful relief, when the weather at last began to turn warm, echoes through poetry right up to our own day. It is in our blood, so to speak, and that is why so much fine poetry has all through ages been written about spring.